There absolutely is. I'm so glad that you just articulated that, because not only is there a strategy in place, of course, there's still internal resistance. And then you're dealing with these lunatic judges who you and I have talked about for years. There's just breaking news I saw now. Some judge, I assume in Washington, D.C., signed off on search warrants to allow the DOJ, this is before Jack Smith was appointed, to allow the DOJ to get both Donald Trump and Mike Pence's phone data, their government cellular phone data that was turned over. I'm just reading this now. This is per a letter from Chuck Grassley and Ron Johnson. So this is there you go.
Hang on. We just literally got this this came in. Mike Davis got it to us right when he jumped off.
Okay.
We just got it to Denver. What in the hell's going on here, ma'am? They turned over President Trump's phone to the FBI to be swept?
Apparently, that's what this looks like, and this is what Senators Grassley and Johnson have discovered, and now they are confirming that per this letter. I will be looking into this and posting this, and then keep in mind, of course, this is starting in the spring of 2022, when not only did they start this, what they're calling Operation Arctic Frost, which was the official name. Where do they come up with these names? Official name of the investigation into the president for January 6th. But they also, in February of 2022, opened the investigation into President Trump in the documents case. So this is all happening at the same time. So this is Merrick Garland's Department of Justice. This wasn't Jack Smith, because he was appointed in November of 2022 after the president announced he was running for office. This is all under Merrick Garland, Joe Biden, Jonathan Sue, who Mike Davis just mentioned, who we know from the documents case, there's email correspondence between Jonathan Sue, the National Archives, and DOJ to concoct the documents case. And now it appears we have more evidence of how invasive the January 6th investigation. I'm curious what judge in Washington, D.C. signed off on that search warrant. I have a few names in mind. One of them could be the chief judge at the time, Beryl Howell.
Julie, the reason they did this is they never thought in a billion years. They controlled the entire apparatus. They control Wall Street, Silicon Valley, the corporations, the donors. In those years, and this is why, folks, 21, 22 into 23, and particularly 21 and 22, they were dark years. The specter of darkness was over us, because they thought they had every control of everything culturally, financially, politically. And this is why they thought they were going to destroy Trump and end the MAGA movement by taking Trump and all of his leadership around him and either imprison them, bankrupt them, or in some cases, like President Trump, assassinate. Julie Kelly.
Correct. And going back to what we were talking about, the pervasive resistance in this Department of Justice, this letter indicates there were 13 FBI offices involved in this Operation Arctic Frost. We know that every single one of the 56 field offices were involved in the January 6th, the J6er investigation and arrests, conducting armed raids across this country for years. And this does not even account for 93 U.S. attorneys' offices, extremely powerful offices, where you still have Trump haters and certainly MAGA haters embedded in those offices. And of course, still in top offices as well in Washington, D.C. So cleaning house is going to take a long time. They are getting on offense, but also on defense, because every day there's a new lawsuit filed that is taking up Department of Justice resources that otherwise could be used to pursue different investigations. But I have no doubt that's ongoing now. There might be a little bit of slowdown because of all of these lawsuits, but those are going to get settled. And these investigations into these corrupt prosecutors, especially at the top, prosecutors and FBI officials and agents who tried to do this to Donald Trump, who did it to people like you and Peter Navarro, and of course, almost 1,600 J6ers. I have no doubt that the president, especially given his tone and his approach and what he said today, is as committed more than ever to making sure that what he called those thugs in the DOJ get their comeuppance.